This is how we make the moonshine.
Howdy, boy.
What you doing, Puss?
Waiting on you.
I got us some of that damn expensive corn here.
What'd he hit you for?
$25 a bag.
Hell, you say?
We paid 10 last year.
In Cocke County, Tennessee, veteran shiners Mark and Digger stock up for a new season. But sky-high prices threaten their bottom line.
We're going to do something to alleviate this problem.
I mean, we can't sell liquor for a reasonable fee if we're paying $25 a bag for corn. You know, sadly, inflation is at the highest percentage rate that I can remember. Raw materials and ingredients that we have to have, you know, they're going up astronomically. Price of fuel's up, price of sugar's up. Copper is knocking on the door of $300 a sheet.
Yep, and when copper goes up, so does copper thieving.
All our old steel sites, Puss, we've left parts and steels and stuff there for...
Exactly.
You know, even the smallest of these pots, Digger's, worth hundreds of dollars.
We're going to go gather up what we've got scattered out all over. Well, let's go get with it. We're wasting time. We're going to end up behind the 8 ball. Possession of an unregistered functioning steel is a felony. So it was always safer on us to put a little brush on them, throw a tarp over them, and walk off and leave them. I mean, the more time you've got a steel in the back of a vehicle, the more apt you are to get caught.
Damn, it's growed up a lot since we've been in here.
Yeah, it has.
It's kind of like a steel scavenger hunt. I think you go right straight through yonder and turn right. There's probably a half a dozen or more sites that we've hid copper, and we haven't been to some of them in several years. This is somewhere right here. I think at one time we did write down a little map and put what steel sites what was at.
There's that old direction tree.
Yeah, we're here.
Headed right.
But hell, it would be more of a chore trying to find the map probably than to go hunt the copper itself.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see what we got under here. You know, this is the last place that we run Big Sloppy and the twins.
Yeah.
This is the oldest of the twins, I believe, wasn't it? If we're starting from scratch right now, it cost us a minimum $1,500 to build this steel right here.
Yep.
And it'll bring $400 in scrap.
In scrap alone. These steels, you know, when we left them in here, you know, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, copper's bringing 50, 75 cents a pound.
This is a big chunk of money right here, Puss.
You ain't. But now that it's clocking high, I mean, it's as good as gold out here sitting in the woods. So we're protecting our investment.
All right, let's get this and put to bed, Puss.
All right. Then we'll go get another. You know, not only are these steels money makers for us.
This is one we run the hoop burner on as well.
Yeah. They're also, you know, artifacts. That was when you got detained over getting sugar. I panicked and I shot a hole in every steel we had. You know, every one of them's got their own stories to tell.
Hellfire.
That's one we run the popcorn liquor up on the mountain with.
It's not the Roman Empire or the Stonehenge, but to us, you know, each of these sites tells part of Mark and Digger's history. Hellfire, I forgot about this.
Yeah, that's back in the half-gallon jar days.
See what we got there, baby man.
High-proof liquor. Oh, that's delicious. Get you a big drink.
Damn. Whoa. Oh, that's way too damn high proof to drink, but take it with us.
Yeah, we'll take it with us. There's enough there to make 2 gallons.
Oh, hell. I tell you, it's a good feeling to have all this put to bed.
These $3,000 or $4,000 scrap value right there alone.
You let me back out of here and let's go check on that Tennessee whiskey site.
Now that steel's out of harm's way, we got to go get our Tennessee whiskey steel site cleaned up on that English Mountain Spring.
We just want to get after it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Boy, look at that water. Ain't
It's
that
beautiful.
incredible? This water, it's very high in limestone content. There's nothing above it that contaminates it with anything. It is the cornerstone of our Tennessee whiskey.
You know, Hattie, we got to figure out what we're going to do once we deplete that corn we got.
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, looks like we might need to start growing our own corn, Hattie.
I don't know nothing about farming, Puss.
How hard could it be? I've got the old home place where my mama grew up, her family farm. You know, it's not huge, but we can get an acre of corn in there easy. I got a guy over there, Jeff. He grows corn every year.
I mean, $25 a bag's ridiculous. We'd probably grow it for 4 or 5. Our pump's on down around this bend. We ought to be hearing a little bit of that clicking there, Puss.
You'd think.
Unless it's stopped up or something.
Oh, hell. This ain't good at all, Hattie.
I know why there ain't no damn clicking.
I see the end of the pipe. But at the end of that pipe, there ain't no ram pump.
Son of a bitch.
It's cut. Look right there. That's not pulled loose. Somebody sawed at it. Damn it. If they followed what was going up that hill to what was up on top of that hill and down in that holler.
Still sites come and go, but when you lose the best water source that you've ever had in your whole career, you know, that's not replaceable. Son of a bitch.
Let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to be here any longer.
Yeah, we can find other water, and we'll keep making liquor, but this was very, very special water, and it was just imperative for our Tennessee whiskey. What do we do now, Puss?
I say we get online and fill out some job applications.
You never did live over here on your family's farm, did you?
Nah, I did a lot of growing up over there.
Really? Well, it don't show. Is there any type of water on it?
Yeah, there's water, but they ain't enough to suit our purpose. You know, we lost the best source of water in the world. We've got to try to find as close a replacement to that as we can. But limestone water, it's prolific in East Tennessee. We got to get busy growing corn if we're going to have it in by the time we're going to need it.
What's your buddy's name, Jeff?
Jeff Marsh is his name. He raises corn in the summer months, cattle year-round. He's a working machine. I told Jeff to meet us over here this morning. He's brought with him several different varieties of corn that we can look at and see which one's going to suit our purpose best. Well, Jeff, we're wanting to grow a little corn instead of buying corn.
That's the cheapest way to do it.
We know how to cook it and we know how to eat it. We don't know nothing about growing. We need someone that can help us grow the most productive, flavorful kind of corn that we can get, and that's what Jeff's going to help us with, I hope.
I've got several different varieties. Now this is a sweet corn. It's top of the line. It'll make anything you want to make out of it. Now on the other hand, what I've got here is a deep, dark, local grown corn.
What about that?
I love the look of grain, the shapes, the different colors, the variations.
This is a Mexican corn. It is a very beautiful corn when it's growing.
In my eyes, grain's an artwork.
I've got one more to show you. That is a multicolored corn. It is called Earth Tones. This is a very high starch corn. People have used this in the mountains for years. I bet that's been here since the pioneers came in. My personal opinion, if you want to go with the heavier starch, I would go with the Earth Tones. Well, gents, what do you all think?
Well, I'm leaning toward this Earth Tone Flint. It sounds like it's got plenty of goody to make liquor out of in it.
We need something with high starch content. We want the biggest bang for our buck.
I've got plenty of it, but it's not cheap.
What we're seeding in is probably about a ½ acre of corn. That should give us around 60 bushel of corn, maybe a little more.
What are you thinking about here, boss?
Well, you're gonna need a lot of seed, so it's probably gonna run you somewhere around $500 for your seed, plus about $20 a bag right now for your fertilizer, and you're gonna have to take into consideration your diesel and all that.
So roughly, we're looking at $1,000 here, by the time it's all said and done.
Exactly, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's costly, but it's gonna save us on the back end, I promise you.
Let me tell you what I'll do. I know things is tough, so I'd rather have a cut of your liquor there, cut of your final product.
Well, we're not above bartering. We've been known to barter a lot.
It works out in our favor most of the time.
That's the way we've always done it in these hills.
But we're gonna throw another hitch in here.
Okay.
You gotta prep the ground for us, get it turned up.
That'd be no problem.
So he's gonna prep our land for us. He's gonna plow it. He's gonna drag it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. How about 5%?
Nah, I don't feel a bit good about that. You're not just buying the corn, you're buying the expertise.
I know.
Well, how you feel about 10% of that end yield?
That'll be fine.
You go ahead and prep the ground for us, and then we'll come and we'll get it in the ground and get started.
Yes, sir.
Jeff, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You've been more than kind.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna let you do all our negotiating from now on.